Let's go. Gonna be looking at the NQ. Nasdaq right now. Sitting at 29,321. Let's go. 5 minutes till open. Let's go. Up or down at open. Let's go. Five minutes till open. Let's go. Gotta push up there. We're at 29,339. 29,339. Few major levels. We're going up, probably up to about the 600 area. 550s. See, this is holding us down a little bit. It's about 550s possibly if we start rolling back over. We're right at the value area high. Let's go. All right. 3 minutes till open. Oh, definitely somewhere you. Okay, so you had a change. Okay, so you definitely, we can get you set up. All right, 1 minute till open. You see we turned back down. All right, so we've now turned down to the 5 seconds here till open. All right, we open. Looks like we hit off the pivot, 29,400, 409. A move back up to about 470 would be a crazy good move. So we'll be watching for that flag. 470 will be the first target up. We start breaking down, we're gonna start looking for targets downside. But so far, kind of holding at 300. And we possibly got us long right here. See how this bar closes. All right, that long is in play now. We're looking at 470s for the target. We're gonna see, we want to definitely break out of this little wedge pattern. Let's see. We got to get past the pivot as well. 29.8, 408.50, 29.408. See if we can get past the VPOC. All right, definitely looks like rejection here. We take out that low down there. Still in the longs. All right, nice close here. Let's get over this resistance here. Crazy thing is I used to trade heavy. We don't need to. All right, it's plenty enough move. Plenty enough points to really make nice money with micros here. All right, if you can't trade the minis, definitely. All right, we're in play. 400s, we'll be looking at that high there. 400, of course, whole number. Pivot is at 29,408. Then we're going to be looking at that 29,470. So we want to definitely get over the VPOC, hold that as support before we continue the upside. Wonderful move. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, here we go. Further upside, baby. Beautiful move. Let's get up to that 400. See, we're approaching a weekly VWAP band up here. Band up here. All right. See if we get that test off of the VPOC for further upside. There we go. Let's go. Got the VPOC. Let's see if we hold. We want to make sure we hold here. Not quite. Nope. See how it closes. I don't know it. All right, we're back over to VPOC. Let's go. We see where stops at right down at that 529.330s. Looks like. See if we hold further upside. All right. Not holding just yet. Not ready. We start breaking back below that 300. We definitely want to see that hold. All right, we're rolling. So what this does, this starts telling us that it's further sellers, some big sellers up there at the top up there. Big sellers up here. All right, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. She already saw everything. All right, here we go. Oh, the election period. He already used it. All right, let's go, baby. Back over 350s. This is it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 400s. Let's go. 400s. 408s, then 470s. Let's go. Possibly a 100-point move from here. Push back down. They got rejection. Heavy sellers up there. All right. Need to hold that VPOC. Here we go. Still not trying to hold. Come on. What can we do with the case now? Need to get over that last high here. Let's see. All right, still nothing. Need to get up out this area one way or another, right? So we're looking at the profiles. Everything is really about levels, right? It's all about levels. Just having good levels. All right, which is your area of engagement, right? Either you want to be buying, sell, or do nothing, right? So here we're still in these longs. We want to see this thing bust up out of here. All right, here we go, baby. So we got the value area high up there towards the 400s, 29 400s. Busting out of there, just trying to hold. All right, so of course you're gonna have sellers naturally. Let's go. 400s, 408s, then towards the 470s. Trying to hold it down right there at that 370s. We're gonna need some big buyers just come through here. They're just gonna need a lot of buyers. Still a rejection here. All right, here we go. We need to bust that last candle high. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Value area high. Pro 8s. Of course, the 400s. There we go. All right, you can see 95 contracts sitting at that 400. So we need to just bust through there, or they need to get out the way. So we need a hole above this whole area. Let's see how this candle holds. Kind of holding at 380s. Okay, big rejection back down. See if we can hold. We need this candle to flip. Looks like they saw that 400 and got a little scared. Here we go. Need these to flip and bust on through.
Spot gold falls nearly 1%.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's do the value area high. And there we go. They got out the way. Some hit, but they got out of there. You see the buyers stepping in at 29,396. There we go. All right, we hit the 408, so we're right at the pivot, and we want to see us further upside here. We need to get fully past the value area high here. All right. Great move here. Let's go. Got up to the 26s. All right, we want to see 400s hold. All right. Selling it back off here. We want to see us hold over that 400 and get cleanly over that value area high. So at this point, what I need to refer that I review.
So a reminder in 10 minutes time, expecting the US CB consumer confidence forecast 90.2, prior 90.8, with a range of 92.9 to 88. Also expecting US new home sales in units forecast 0.62 million, prior 0.628 million. Richmond Fed Composite Index forecast 7, prior 5, and US new home sales change month on month forecast minus 1.4%, prior 1.6%.
All right, back way back below that 400. So that value area high kind of caught us. It was a great trade so far. Why'd you assume that? All right, let's see. We're holding VPOC down there, so let's go. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna close this stream. We're gonna go ahead and start up the big stream.